Well, it's that time again. Outer Points Productions is about to go live with another Knockout Challenge match. Join me, Little Cheddar, and my guest live at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, as we will be delivering some of the best mediocre commentary in the business. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the match, and don't forget to jump in the chat and say hello. Please take the time to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that like button, and share it with all your friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you right after this word from our fabulous sponsors.
Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet in the Port of Sheboygan is Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader, running the most trips and catching the most fish. Enjoy great fishing for trout and salmon aboard one of our 6 fully equipped modern charter boats with experience and professional crews. See why Dumper Dan's is the most popular name in the industry. We offer fishing and lodging packages featuring the best in riverfront condos and hotel accommodations. Half or 3/4 day trips available, so call to make your reservations today or log on to dumperdan.com. Dumper Dan's charter fishing fleet, Wisconsin's proven charter fishing leader.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Knockout Challenge Studios here at the Varsity Club in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I'm going to switch that right away because that's not a good picture. There we go. Just got done with the player auction here at the Varsity Club. We've got 64 player field in 1.4, which is a $4.99 and under. Let me put the flyer up there. Guaranteed $5,000 for first place. It's very much like the last two, with the change of we are getting rid of the wheel. The wheel is no longer in play except for the finish of the Scotch doubles. Then we are going to the new format, which is 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. Set 1 is going to be 8-ball race to 4. Set 2 is going to be 9-ball race to 5. And if it does go to a third set, it is going to be 10-ball race to 4. So, anyway, that's not why you're here. You're probably tuning in because we have the live drawing. So, give me just a moment. Get that up on the screen. The moment everybody's been waiting for. All right. As I always do, I am going to have somebody give me a thumbs up that they can see that empty bracket. Jason Gibbs saying rest in peace, Wheel. How's it going, Amy Coles? How's the match going between Terrence Beck and Nate Mindham? Somebody give me an update. I've been really busy this morning, so wasn't able to see anything. So your boy Aiden gave me the thumbs up that you can see the chart. Now, here's the fun part. I am going to generate the draw, and what that's going to do is populate the bracket. Again, we've got 64 players, no buys. And there you have it. So, got an update. 14-8, Nate Mindham. All right. Amy, I'm assuming it's nice and quiet because Jamie is standing right in front of me outside of the booth. All right, somebody give me a number between 5 and 10. First one to give me a number between 5 and 10. That's how many times I am going to hit the reshuffle. Then I am going to go over and read all the names and all the matches. This is actually one of my favorite parts of these tournaments. Now that I figured out how to do it, where everybody can see it. Gretchen Freilich, number 8. All right, that's the number. It is 8 times. I am going to hit the reshuffle 8 times. Why? Just because. All right, there it is. Reshuffle number 1. Everybody's on pins and needles. Reshuffle number 2. You can see that little green thing at the top every time I do that. Number 3. 4. 5. 6. Patiently waiting. Number 7. And the last final reshuffle, number 8. Bam! There it is. All right, I am going to go over the bracket for everybody. And let's get these matches underway. In match number 1, we have Bob Shingen and Matthew Wokos. Match number 2, Rob Shear and Mark House. Match number 3, Jordan Olson and Chris Green. Match number 4, David Hoppa and Adam Lutz. Match number 5, Edward Sherrod and Priya Naturj. Match number 6, Matt Jorgensen and Tony Vaskul. Sorry if I'm butchering any of these names. Match number 7, James Duda and Marshall Williams. Wow, 2 locals. Match number 8, Jason Schofield and Jamison Bartz. Match number 9, Key Vang and Pete Deaton. Match number 10, Jim Englehart and Brian Prebeck. Match number 11, John Palenica and Jason Rivera. Match number 12, Gretchen Freilich and Blaine Thorpe. Match number 13, Dan Vogel and Kanem Veal. Match number 15, Tony Pettinato and Chong Her. Match number 16, Joel Thayer and Jason Van. Match number 17, Trent Allen or Trent Dring and Chris Q. Match number 18, Alex Walkish and Todd Holzer. Match number 19, Randy Keisner and Dawn Fogel. Match number 20, Mike Weber and Jimmy Newman. Match 21, Vanessa Hood, Todd Jari. Match number 22, Coleman Grossbeyer and Tom Lemire or William Lemire. Match number 23, Justin Ellingson and Coy. I'm not even going to try Coy. Sorry. Match number 24, Sean Gretzinger and Dustin Sunderland. Match 25, Connor Lesperance and Harold Podest. Match 26, Kenny Ingachi and Lori Van Cooey. Match 27, Tim Sonnenberg and Charles Domel. Match number 28, Trevor Misek and Tom Jeffers. 29, Kevin Marley, or Marlette, and Jess Heisel. Getting down to the end, we've got match number 30, Jim Sorensen and Danny Hill. Match 31, Landon Downs and Steve Kilberg. Last, but definitely not least, match number 32 is Meng Vang and Austin Kaiser. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to create that. Wait a second. Let me do that again. Go to step 5. We can save it. Save and review. And start the tournament. Fantastic. Thank everybody for tuning in. Let me move that back over there. Give me a second. All right, there we have it. So, everybody knows what to do. If you are one of the players that is in the 499 or 1.4, start scheduling those matches. And as I had mentioned before to everybody that was here for the player auction, typically it is 2 weeks to schedule and play that match. But with the BCA State Championships coming up, the Pool Hall Championships coming up, and there's several other things that are going on, given the first round, there will be a little bit of leeway, but not a whole lot. We do have to get it going. We've got 32 matches to go. So schedule those matches as far away from the varsity. And again, you can schedule them here at the varsity club if you want to. They just may not be streamed in the first 3 rounds. We'll work that out together. So enjoy the rest of your very sunny Sunday, everybody. And see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock.